Detroit Pistons select Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State.
Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to talk about last night's game against the New Orleans Pelicans. Pistons take the L in the end. We had an injury to Cade Cunningham. We had the return of Jermai Grant. We had the return of Olynyk. And we had the offense actually looking good for certain periods during this game. So we're going to talk about that here in a second. But before we do, please make sure you guys like this video. As always, today's like goal is 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to my backup channel, The Flash Joe Polo. Follow me over on Instagram at Pistons Plus. Follow me over on Twitter. Also, I've officially started the Pistons Plus podcast. If you have Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go give me a 5 stars over there. Got a lot of good content coming there soon. And all of the links will be in the description box down below. So let's first speak on Cade Cunningham, man. So Cade, last night he ended up having a right hip pointer injury, and at the current time of filming this video, I don't know the specific timetable that he will be out, but according to Google, it says when it comes to a right hip pointer type injury, it usually takes between 1 to 3 weeks to recover depending on the severity. So thankfully, this doesn't sound like something catastrophic. It sounds like this is something that he'll have a few weeks off from, but eventually will recover. And Cade recently got elected to the Rising Stars tournament, but it's looking like he won't participate in that, unfortunately. But besides that, speaking on the game, let's go with Jermai Grant to start off with his return. And Grant looked about the same as he's always been in the past. Grant will come in, he'll score a lot of points, inefficient at that, but he'll score. He'll drive past his defenders and make layups inside. He'll shoot a few mid-range shots. He'll get hot from 3 on occasion and score a lot of points on offense. But defensively, he decides when he wants to play defense and when he doesn't want to play defense. So Grant had a typical Grant night, which is a good performance because Grant is still a good player regardless of if you want him traded or not. Now, the only thing that I will say that I did not like, and it's something that I expected with the return of Grant, is first and foremost the isolation plays happen pretty frequently when he was in the game. And then also Saddiq Bey, it kind of felt like he got shafted out of the offense and didn't really get many touches. Only time when he got touches is when Cade would pass him the ball. So that's unfortunate, but it was good to see Grant again. Scored a lot of points and had another good performance, a typical Jermai Grant game. Let's talk about Olynyk. He did not look good last night. He looked a bit rusty, honestly a bit out of shape if I'm being completely honest with you guys, because in the past I've described Olynyk as a small forward in terms of his mobility. He's usually pretty fast for a guy his size, but last night he looked a bit slow, looked like he was a step behind everyone else. Offensively, he had that 1 3-pointer from long range, but besides that, didn't really give us much on offense. But he did lead the team in assists last night, so I guess that was a good point for him. But just in general, it's looking like it's going to take a little bit more time before Olynyk, fully gets back into the swing of things. Shout out to Cory Joseph. I know I had a lot of criticism for him early on in the season, but for the past month of basketball, Cory Joseph has actually been playing really well, man. He's being extremely aggressive. He's knocking down his 3-pointers, and he's doing everything that a Wayne Casey would want for a veteran. So shout out to Cory Joseph. Good game for him. So I already talked about Saddiq Bey and how it felt like he was out of the offense kind of. Felt like a lot of plays he would just stand on the 3-point line and wait till someone passed him the ball. So that's still unfortunate. Cade Cunningham in this game, when he did play, he got into foul trouble really early. So that kind of did, slow down his statistics if you were wondering why they were so low. And then he had the injury, obviously. But defensively, he did get some steals when he was in the game. And he was running the fast break and dishing it out to Saddiq Bey and Isaiah Stewart and Jermai Grant. So that was good to see. We also had a lot of pick and roll in this game with Isaiah Stewart and Jermai Grant. I guess Casey decided to use that more often with Cory Joseph, so that was a plus for me as well in this game. And it just felt like in certain periods, especially when the bench came in, with Frank Jackson, it just felt like the offense was flowing, man. Like the ball was getting passed around when Grant wasn't in the game. Shout out to Hamidou Diallo. He had a lot of plays where he would just go to the baseline and either dunk inside or score a layup. So that was good for him. And then defensively, he does this thing all the time where he just sits back, he waits for the other team to inbound the basketball, and then steals it and immediately scores. He does that often. So shout out to Diallo. And I guess now I'll speak on the New Orleans Pelicans quickly. On the Pelicans, Valanciunas, he had a lot of second chance points for them, with him being 275 pounds going up against Isaiah Stewart. That's to be expected. So he had an okay game. Stewart was actually being physical with him, but Once that fourth quarter came, Valanciunas hit a three. He started hitting his post hooks, and then he continued to rebound the basketball and give the Pelicans second chance points. So Valanciunas had a really good game. He had some 3-pointers as well, but the main guy, obviously, Brandon Ingram, with him being 6'8" or 6'9", something like that, with an extremely long wingspan, it's hard for you to, disrupt his shot. Even if you put a hand in his face, he's still probably going to make it. So Brandon Ingram, great game for him before that ejection happened, which didn't really make sense because he was talking crap to Frank Jackson, who was his Duke teammate. So that didn't really make sense to me. I guess I'll quickly speak on the refs a little bit. The refs called way too many fouls in my personal opinion last night. It felt like every other play they would call something, so I didn't really like that. And then also, speaking on Isaiah Stewart, he was battling with Valanciunas, but I will say that Stewart needs a shooting coach, man, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. Every time I see him wide open at the three-point line or preparing to shoot a mid-range shot, I just know that it's going to miss, man. So Stewart, this offseason, he definitely needs to work with a true shooting coach, because that form that he has right now, it's just not working. And then lastly, before I get up out of here, this is something random. Dwayne Casey decides to put in Magruder with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter and play him for 3 more minutes, which was weird. Didn't really understand that decision. But yeah, that was basically this whole game, man. And so Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 4K, and I'm out.